Yep, let me just, and I'll show you how to do everything.
Kaylin should probably play.
Oh, I think Kaylin was gonna,
Yeah.
right? Yep, yep. Sorry, McKenna. Hey, there'll be other times. Okay, so who's doing the camera? Okay, who's doing the scoreboard? All right. Let me show Claire how to do it quickly. Scoreboard. I'll show you how to do that. Alright, so this will be on my side. Alright, and then let's move that towards you. Now all you're going to have to do is, when the time comes, okay, so scoreboard. Here we go. So, got that. So there's the clock. So it'll show up, start, stop, like that. Reset. I don't think you'd have to use that. And if you're off by a few seconds, it's okay. And then every time you do something on here, so let's say Bulldog scored 2 points. 2.
Yeah, we're going tonight, 10:20.
So
I haven't been yet, but after the game.
And then,
so we are not going to overtime, I promise.
So you see how you change it? And then, one moment, Mr. Skinner.
You got it, you got it.
And then, let's say there's a timeout. Timeout, then you hit enter. And if you want to be quick with it, you can hold control and enter down, and it does it for you. See where it shows like the shortcuts? And it's also touchscreen. So if you like that way, you can do it that way too. And then, let's say we're out of a timeout. Done. Back to normal. And then, there you go. And if you have any questions, I'll be right here. So I'll be close. All right.
Very straightforward.
I don't want you to get cheese on your.
I'm not gonna sit down.
Okay.
Everything looks like what it is. May, McCraw, Walter,
Shrunk.
Yeah, just take the C out. Stuber.
Right, I'll try not to do a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids reference.
Oh, go ahead. Maloney, Worlds, Engel, Willie, Kramer,
Showen. I remember him from last year, I think.
Malcolm,
Maloney, Leach, Hanson, Martin,
Denton, Chef.
The chef, like a chef.
Yep. Borkenhagen, Walker, Showen, Pap.
Okay.
I think. I'll check that.
Honey, I Shrunk the Defense. Yeah, okay, all right. That might be said. Is he a starter? Is he going to get playing times? No.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I hope he comes in and does a fancy move so I can use that line.
But yeah, did you, I had the left hand on the switch, run the fly.
Yep.
Right hand was moving that ball up going.
Yeah, I swear when I said Michelle, I said it's off. And then I thought it was going to go clear over the backboard. I thought it was way too high. And then
Lindsay sent me a text and said the force is strong tonight.
Boy, I thought that was going way over. I thought it was low. And I even said to Michelle, I said, wouldn't that be something if this is going in overtime? Skinner's going to be irate. And then when that, I looked down and I saw you back up, and I was like, oh, I bet you deep down he was like,
Guys, this is on you. Skinner was not going to let overtime happen. And so one of the guys stopped me in the hall and said, do you have something to do with that? I said, yes, I use my Jedi powers to pull the ball in.
well,
Make any of those free throws, and I don't intervene.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
You had this game in your hands.
They did.
You left it in my hands.
All right, well, hey, if I don't see you after the game, I hope you enjoy the movie.
We plan to.
Yeah. Oh, and then one more thing. Let's say I call, you'll hear me talking the whole time. If I say, and we're going to go to a local advertisement, we'll be right back. You hit play. So when the referee blows the whistle and they're going back on the court, you can do that. All right.
It's gonna be a tough time.
Hello, basketball fans, and welcome to tonight's contest between the Janesville Waldorf Pemberton Bulldogs and the Grenada Huntley East Chain Martin Luther Truman Jaguars. Tonight's NFHS broadcast is brought to you by Rhapsody Music. Rhapsody Music, located on Madison Avenue, Mankato, Minnesota. And we're about 55 seconds away from the national anthem. Tonight, the national anthem will be performed by Brittany Hermel, Alexia King, and Rachel Roberts. And then put it on the flame.
Just move it.
Yeah, and then just, go ahead. That'll be the only time you have to go over there.
Tonight's featured attraction is a Valley Conference boys basketball game featuring the Truman, Martin Luther, Grenada Huntley East Chain Jaguars and your very own Janesville Waldorf Pemberton Bulldogs. This game is being played under the rules of the Minnesota State High School League. These rules provide for fair competition among players. Spectators can help promote good sportsmanship by observing the rules and fair play. Everyone is responsible for keeping this game at a high level of good sportsmanship. We ask you to please join us this evening in honoring America as our outstanding quartet performs our national anthem.
Wonderful rendition by those three. Tonight's anticipated starters for the boil. Well, we'll let Mike Skinner take care of it.
The Jaguars
All right, once again, if you missed it, the starters for Truman, Martin Luther, Grenada, Huntley, East Chain Jaguars, the 6'2" senior Josh Wolter, the 6'5" junior Zane Engel, the 6'1" sophomore Derek Schoen, the 5'10" junior Garrett Belcom, and the 6'3" senior Jackson Maloney. It's the usual crew for the Janesville Waldorf Pemberton Bulldogs. Number 1, Josh Janicki, the 5'11" junior. Number 2, Jeremiah Sack, the 5'11" senior. Number 5, Alex Scholstad, the 6'3" junior. Number 10, Brandon Sack, the 5'9" senior. And number 33, Carter Quast, the 6'3" junior. It'll be Scholstad and Engel on the tip. A good show of sportsmanship there. And we're off. Jaguars with the possession. To Schoen. Back out to Belcom. Thought about it, thought better of it. To Maloney. Down low. And he's fouled on the way up his angle. He'll head to the line for 2 shots. Anytime that happens, you can just do that and then start it back up. And the second, similar result for Mr. Engel, 2-0 Jaguars. To Janicki. Blocked, and it'll stay with the Bulldogs. Sack inbounding it. Gets it into Janicki. Hands it off. That's a 3, and it's in! And the Bulldogs take the 3-2 lead early in the first half. 3'2". No, I don't think we'll see any 3'2" players anytime soon. And it's off. Rebound. That's Engel. And he puts it up for 2. That's a quick 4 points for Engel. Janicki across center court. To Scholstad. Defense is behind and in front, and that might be over and back, and it is. And it will go to the Jaguars of Grenada, Huntley, East Chain, Truman, Martin Luther. So that's quite a mouthful, to say the least. More on that a little later on. And it's Balcom across center court. Sack with the defense. Pressure, and it's staying with the Jaguars. No, it's not. Janicki the steal. Heading down. Nice drive, and it falls. Beautiful drive by Janicki. And just like that, the Bulldogs are up by 1. Balcom across the center court line. I don't know what that was. I don't know if it was a pass or I think he was trying to get it to Engel. It was a little long, hit the backboard. I don't know what the official score is going to. Unbelievable, and that's 2 in a row for Janicki. This time draws the contact. He'll head to the line for the old-fashioned 3-point play. And the free throw is up. Clangs off the front iron. Rebound, Engel. Heading the other way are the Jaguars. He was passed to Engel, and Engel was cut, and Engel didn't see it. Turnover, and it's going to the Bulldogs. Janicki across the center court line. Nice pass. And Quast puts it up for 2. Nice pass. I think they thought because of the previous 2 drives that he would go in himself. Very unselfish, gives it to Quast for his first 2 points of the contest. Down low to Engel. They seem to be going to him a lot. And he puts it up for 2, and maybe with good reason. Jaguars were coming into tonight's contest 5-2 on the year. The Bulldogs 1-6. 3-pointers off, rebound Jaguars. The opener for both teams, they were playing each other, and the Jaguars came away with an 83-79 victory. So it's very rare that this early in the season it's a rematch, but it is. And Angle puts it in again. Angle, the 6'5" junior. He's not lanky down there. He's got a lot of muscle. And that's Brandon Sack at the top, over to Janicki. Setting things up. 3-2 zone defense being used by the Jaguars. They've come a long way, and their fans travel well. A lot of fans here tonight from the Grenada, Huntley, East Chain, Truman area. And be that as it may, a lot from the Janesville area, too. This is probably the more fans here tonight than at opener. So a good Friday night contest. Start the weekend off right. Bulldog basketball. It's over to Balcom. Oh, I'm surprised not a foul wasn't called there. Some contact across the center court line. And they're moving it around. And that's Wolter with the inside drive, puts it up for 2. And that gives the Jaguars the 1-point lead. Back to Janicki, thought about it, passes it up to Sack in the corner. That's a 3. He hits it, does Jeremiah Sack. Jaguars going the other way. A body foul is called on Sack. Coach Hammond thought he extended the arm. Not the case. Jaguars will inbound. That's Balcom underneath. Gets an angle for 3. He's off. He's proven a threat down low. He has not proven a threat outside yet, but that could change. Janicki over to Sack. Over to Janicki. And that's a 3. It grazes the front iron. The long rebound by Wolter. And he finger rolls it on in. And it's 12-12, tied up. 13-14 to go in this first half. Down low, the fake. And Scholstedt pumps and then shoots. Plops in. And now the Bulldogs with a 2-point lead. Reserves coming in for the Bulldogs next dead ball. Walker Miller, Corbin Burley, Tom Gannon, and Andrew King entering for the Bulldogs. Scholstedt will stay on the court. For the Jaguars, Carter Willie has entered the contest, as has Mason Maloney. I'm guessing there is a relation between Mason Maloney and Jackson Maloney on the Jaguars, although that is not confirmed. Speculation. 3-2 defense still being used by the Jaguars. They get it down low. Nice passes. Nothing open to Burley. King, baseline drive. He stepped on the line going to the Jaguars. Willie inbounding. Gets it into Showen. And it's a jump ball. All right. Walker Miller heading down the court. Of course, when I hear the name Walker Miller, I'm not a big Star Wars fan, but, well, who cares about Star Wars when Burley's shooting like that? 3-pointers up and in. Third 3-pointer of the game so far by the Bulldogs, but I think of Skywalker. I'm sure he's heard that today already. Foul, and Hagel once again heading to the line for the 3-point play. And Sack re-enters the contest, and Scholsted's not very pleased. That's 2 fouls on him already. Angle has been maybe using his angles. It's off the front iron. The sky-like rebound for Walker Miller. He has good leaping ability. Burley. Oh, Walter jumped on it and lays it up. I thought he might have. I thought he might be going for the jam for a little bit, but then he switched to a layup. I don't think I've seen a dunk yet this year. There'll be one at some point. Over it again, and the 1,000-yard rusher for the Bulldogs this past football season. Though he's only 5'9", you see him down low often. Burley for 3. It's off. Big rebound by the Jaguars. And that's Walter. Oh, he lost the handle. No, he pick it? Oh, boy. That looked like a wrestling move. Looked like Gannon was going for riding time there. Last night, some of you were here for the JWP WEM wrestling contest. I was reminiscent of last night. Willie to inbound for the Jaguars. Gets it in to Belcom. 11-11 to go in the first half. Oh, good effort by Gannon. That's 2 hustle plays in a row. Gets it in. Walter pump faking. Burley providing the defense. Stolen by Gannon. And he did travel. Yep. He dragged the back foot, it appears. And Balcom will inbound right in front of the JWP student section, which is out in droves tonight. Floater pass to Walter. He almost dragged his foot. Not the case. Pass it right to Walker Miller. It's a 1-on-3. Oh, no! A little too much off the layup. You know, sometimes you get so excited you're wide open and you can hear footsteps behind you and air ball on the other end. And you force it a little. And a foul, and King will head to the line for 2. But, you know, I bet you if you give Walker Miller that same exact layup in practice, he'll probably hit it 90 out of 100 times, maybe 95 out of 100. But in a game situation, it becomes a whole different ballgame. King to the line for 2. Free throw up. Rattles in. And Schoen re-enters the contest for the Jaguars. Second free throw in. Oh, picked his pocket and floats it in. Timeout is called by Coach Borkenhagen, and we will leave it here. This timeout, we'll leave it. So not this time. So I want to mention one thing. As you probably see, we're playing Truman, Martin Luther, Grenada, Huntley, East Chain tonight. Now, Martin Luther High School, I believe, is located in Northrop, Minnesota. It's a private school. They have had their own team in previous years, but enrollment's down right now. So they're combining up with Grenada, Huntley, East Chain. Truman, which was on its last legs up until a few months ago, their enrollment's still down, and they're teaming up with Grenada, Huntley, East Chain. However, I talked to Mr. Adams earlier today, and I was asking him about Truman High School. I've reported that Truman has been in some trouble. We've seen it on KEYC News. However, they had a referendum, and it passed, and it sounds like Truman is going to get a new school, and it might revitalize the town of Truman, and that's great to hear. And hopefully they can get back on their feet and they can field their own team in due time. So that's one you hate to hear of schools closing. All right. Gets it to Willie. Nice drive. Almost. That's Balcom. A lot of guys on this Grenada Huntley East chain, Truman, Martin Luther team look very similar. Angle using his post moves. Baseline drive. Back to Balcom for 3. Rattles out. And Scholstedt comes away with it. Yeah, a lot of guys on this team. The Jaguars. Long sideburns. Shaggy hair. So it's kind of hard to differentiate them. As a broadcaster. Stolen away. That's Schoen. Gets it to Balcom. To Willie. Schoen thinking about it. Passes it back to Balcom. Good 2-3 zone being used right now by the Bulldogs. Big rebound. Nice putback by Maloney. Maloney's 6'3". He was a starter in this contest. Oh, crazy shot. Doesn't fall. Angle heading the other way. Fake pass. Fakes it back. Down low to Angle. Oh, and it appeared that he lowered a shoulder or an elbow, but didn't matter. He put it in. And here we go. Sack for 3. Nothing but net. And that gives the Bulldogs a 24-20 lead. 8:09 to go in the first half. Woo, faking. Out to Willie. Oh, and that almost ended up out of play, and it did. Turn over Bulldog basketball. A little too aggressive possibly right now are the Jaguars. Just want to let you know we got a new crew at the booth tonight. Claire Adams working the camera. Kaylin Lynch working the computer. They're doing a fine job. They're 6th graders. They'll be playing at halftime, along with the other 6th grade girls. You can see some of them running right now in the background. Janicki for 3. It's off. Rebound Angle. Gets it to Walter. Walter running the sideline. To Balcom. Setting it up. Good trap. Gets it down low. Whoa, and a nice put in by Maloney. That was not easy. Might have looked easy at home, but he had to work for that one. Janicki with the ball. Gets it to Jeremiah Sack, and he'll set it up. 7 minutes to go in this first half. 24-22 Bulldogs. Stolen away by Walter. Crosses it over one-on-one, and he, much like Miller earlier, can't finish the layup. Luckily, the Jaguars had a trailer there to get it. 3-pointer, and that's off. But Angle, he fell. He got it and fell. So traveling is the call. And Scholstedt back to the bench. He's not pleased with himself so far. 2 times in a row, he's kind of had to be consoled by his teammates and coaches. Out to Sack. It's way long. I don't know if that's grammatically correct, but I think you get the picture. Floater not in. Big rebound there again by Maloney, and he puts it in for 2. Ties it up at 24. Nice crossover by Sack. Oh, and he's fouled on the way up. He was a little late getting the layup up and went for the block to the Jaguar defender and got some arm on it. And that's a foul, and Sack will head to the line for 2 shots. Foul was on Maloney. That's his second. Free throw is up and in. Subs coming in for both squads. Gannon and Walker for the Bulldogs. And Mason Maloney enters the contest for the Jaguars. Second free throw is up. Klang's off the back iron, but he gets his own rebound. Set shot is off. And yeah, I think it's going to be over the back on Walker Miller. He tried to use that leaping ability that he has, but when you're over the back, you're over the back. You can't even touch the guy. 5:59 to go in the first half. That's Balcom inbounding, and they give it back to him. Janicki providing the defense. Oh, tipped away. Balcom recovers, and he had to... Oh, and it plops in for Mason Maloney. Let me tell you something. These Jaguars, they're big. They're strong guys that down low in the post. Not saying Scholstedt isn't, but there's some. They've been hitting the weight room. You can tell. They got some muscle to them. Gannon, the drive, passes out to King, back to Burley, out to Gannon. Gannon, I think that's a three. It's nice rebound by Burley and a nice putback. Whoa. Zip line pass to Maloney. Oh, almost stolen away by Wolter. And Maloney put it in for two. 28-27 Jaguars. 4:48 to go. Hammond calling the shots for the Bulldogs. Uh-oh, Wolter with the steal. Gannon, nice hustle play, tips it out. Three-pointer by Balcom. It's off. And King comes away with the long rebound. Pass to Walker Miller. Plops out. Heading the other way are the Jaguars. Show in. Jump stop. Bank shot is in. He must bank in round bank in Waldorf. The bank shot was good. Janicki to Gannon. Down low to Walker Miller. And there's a foul underneath. 30-27 lead for the Jaguars. Quast, Sack, and Sack entering for the Bulldogs. Gannon made a few nice hustle plays. And Denton entering the contest for the first time for the Jaguars, 6'2" senior. And they don't get smaller, they only get bigger and stronger with these Jaguars. They have a lot of big posts, a lot of muscle down low, and they know how to move. We'll see if Denton fits the bill. They're trying to get it to him. They don't. Three-pointer is up, and it's nothing but net for Chef. He made a gourmet dish on that one. Right off the bench did the 6-foot junior. Oh, almost. And there's a scrum for it. And oh boy, everyone's. And what's the. It's going to go to the Jaguars. Yes, King was on the line. And. Good screen there by Chef. Falls out. Big rebound by Denton. He puts up the hook. It's an air ball. And it's going to go to the Bulldogs. But you look right now at, Wolter is the smallest guy on the court. He's a 6'2" senior. There's a lot of muscle on the court right now for these Jaguars. Quast couldn't handle it. Gets it to Sack. Back out to Quast. So will the Bulldogs use their speed advantage? Yeah, and Denton went for the quick steal, but I believe it's going to be a foul on him. as King was heading up. Is it going to be a shooting foul? No. No shooting foul. That was Denton's first, team 5th. And Belcom and Willie re-enter the contest for the Jaguars. Gets it into Janicki. To Sack. He's not afraid to shoot that. It's up and in. And that's Chef. And it's going to stay with the Jaguars. 2:20 to go in this first half. Do you have to go to the bathroom? Yeah, go. Move over. I'll take the computer. You did the camera. All right. No, almost. And here we go. That's Willie with it. Over to Belcom. Denton fakes. Willie gets it down low, and it's a foul is called. And the subs get a nice ovation from the traveling fans. Gets it in. Big put in for Angle. That's 35-29. The lead. Over to Sack. Back to Janicki. It's off. Nice. Oh, no. Couldn't get it. And jump ball is the call. Yep. I can handle it, Kaylin. If you have to go, yeah. All right, I got triple duty right now. I'm doing the scoreboard, and I'm doing the announcing, and I'm doing the video. So if it's a little jumbled right now, I apologize. And elbows are flying everywhere. People are hitting the deck. Oh, I apologize, fans. I was updating the scoreboard. There was a foul at the other end. I apologize, fans, for that. And I'm going to let the scoreboard creep down a bit. 51 seconds left in the first half, and we're heading the other way. Foul was on King. That's his first. Free throws up. Rattles out. Oh, and what's that? Smart move. Oh, boy. That's not a good idea by Sack. That's not a good idea at all. What happened was the Jaguar player saw that Sack was out of bounds, threw the ball at him, so it'd be out on Sack. Sack got angry with it, picked up the ball, and threw it back angrily at the Jaguar player, and the refs are conferring right now. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a technical. Yeah, I believe it's going to be, yes. And it appears Walter will shoot for the Jaguars. Yeah, technical foul will be called on Jeremiah Sack. He let his emotions get the best of him. It was a legal play by the Jaguar player. And I don't know if he took offense to it. It appears, obviously, and we got some So, technical foul. And that puts 3 points on the board for the Jaguars. And they don't have 345 points. They're at 36. So I must remember, I'm doing triple duty right now. So 47.3 to go in this first half. Maloney re-enters the contest for the Jaguars. And that's Balcom who will inbound. He gets it in. And I thought King traveled there, but not the call. Janicki almost stolen away, and the Quas can't get it. King up, and the foul. He'll head to the line for the three-point play. And that's King. I'm going to hide the clock to make it easier for me. Free throws up and in. 32-36 Jaguars. Nice put in. Nice. I'm going to hide it all right now. I'm just going to focus on the camera work and the announcing. 13 seconds to go. Janicki the ball. Inside drive. He draws the foul with 6.4 to go. 38-32. Grenada, Huntley, East Chain, Truman, Martin Luther. That's the 7th team foul for the Jaguars. Once again, 6.4 to go in the half. Janicki's first free throw is up. Off the front iron. And the second rattles out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that'll end our half with the Grenada, Huntley, East Chain, Truman, Martin Luther Jaguars 38, the Janesville Waldorf Pemberton Bulldogs 32. At halftime, the 6th grade girls from JWP will perform, and we will be back in about 10 minutes. So it's time to get your treats at home, go to the bathroom, do whatever you need to do. But be back in 10 minutes for the second half. All right, we're 2 minutes away from the start of the second half. Once again, 38-32, Jaguars in the lead from Martin Luther, Grenada, Huntley, East Chain, Truman. So once again, it's 3 schools combining up to form one basketball team. Just want to remind you, Monday the 21st, home game against Medford. The Tigers are coming in. And then on Tuesday, it's Ugly Sweater Night, and the girls are playing against Tri-City United. So Monday night and Tuesday night, 2 home games. And my crew is back. They just got off the court. And they each get a Gatorade, Sour Patch Kids, and a pizza. So hopefully they enjoy that. Is that okay? All right. All right. Good job, girls. There we go. All right, second half action is underway. And that's sack over to Janicki. And that's Janicki up top. That's sack. Oh, Walter tried to get it. Three-pointer, it's off. Quast, does he get? No, he does not have it. and Quast with a nice show of respect to Schoen. They bumped each other and went down and got right back up and pat each other on the back. Good sportsmanship there. And Engel puts it in for 2. 40-32. And when you get the chance, half to second. There you go. All right. Scoreboard just about set. And who's that going to go to? It's going to stay with the Bulldogs. Some of the Jaguar fans didn't like the call. They'll have to deal with it. To Quast. Nope. Jeremiah Sack. To Brandon Sack. Floats it up and out. Rebound, Jaguars. And that's Walter over to Balcom. Down low to Engel. Beautiful play by Engel. And he's pumped up about it. He likes it. Double-digit lead now for the Jaguars. That's our first double-digit lead of the contest. Nice reverse layup. The right idea, and that's Engel. Boy, he's bobbing his head in celebration going down the court, and that's a timeout called by Ted Hammond. And we will use this time to go to a local spot. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back. And we are back. 15:57 to go in this second half. 44-32. Grenada, Huntley, East Chain, Truman, Martin Luther with the lead. GHECTML is the abbreviation. It's not as easy to say as WEM, but to Sack. Back to Jeremiah Sack. Oh, and he telegraphed the pass to Schultz. Over the shoulder throw, floats it up, and oh my. And Engel, boy, lots happening here. And Jaguars going to slow it down a little bit. That's Walter in the corner. Janicki providing the defense. Baseline drive, gets it to Engel, and he goes up. The ball was caught in Janicki's chest. No foul on that one, as it was incidental contact. And that's Brandon Sack at the top. Man-to-man defense being used by the Bulldogs. And kickball is the call. Brandon Sack inbounding it. Our PA announcer, Mike Skinner, a huge Star Wars fan, is dressed in a Star Wars outfit tonight, and he is... And nice basket by Janicki. It'll count. He'll head to the line. He's going to it with his son after this game ends to the showing of the Force Awakens. So I know he'll be talking about that all night and all week next week. Only have school Monday and Tuesday though. So a week, Christmas night, a week from tonight. And it will stay with the Jaguars. 14:49 to go in the second half. And that's, let's see who's going to inbound. That's Balcom who will inbound for the Jaguars. Gets it in, and Engel had to reach for that one. Engel out. It's punched out, but Walter's right there for the easy 2. 12-point lead. Janicki the other way. Oh, not a block. And oh boy. 5 subs coming in for the Bulldogs, it appears. And they even have somebody who's not even listed on my roster. Sam Eustace will be making an appearance, number 22. The 6'1" sophomore. Or is he? No, I think he's going in for the shooter, Janicki. Sam Eustace, great kid. I was a student teacher here during the 2010-2011 year, from January to May. Sam Eustace was in my class, a great kid, great athlete. You could tell when he was in 5th grade that he was going to be something special. I know he's played quarterback for the football team. Burley, nice. That's going to be Bulldog basketball, I bet. Because Burley made a nice save in the corner. Gannon will inbound. 36-46. Bulldogs 10 points behind. Gets it into King. To Gannon. Gannon thought about it. Nice drive. And he whoops one up and it goes in. Back to single digits. Stolen away by Miller. This might be the energy lineup. To Eustace. Fakes it. Back to Walker. Walker Miller. Burley thinking about it. Passes it up to Miller. Gannon to King. King for 2. It's in. Down to a 6-point contest. Gets it to Walter. The JWP student section making some noise. They're calling for defense. Maloney didn't think so. He puts it in for 2. Nice pass. King is fouled on the way up. Rattles out. Puts it in. All right, and Showin floats it in, not the Eustace the rebound. A little bit of an errant pass. I don't know. It was right in front of the Jaguar bench. It will stay with the Bulldogs. Gannon will inbound for the Bulldogs right in front of the Jaguar bench. A 3-2 zone will be used by the Jaguars on the other end. Nice move by Gannon. Kind of like finding a hole on the football field. Eustace, the left-handed hook, rattles out. Oh, that would have been nice. This is his first home appearance in a varsity game. I'm not sure if he's appeared on the road yet. And rebound angle, and he'll go to the line. Probably had no intention of making that shot, just trying to draw the foul. (41-48) the score. Angle, first shot is up. It's in. Walter re-enters the contest for the Jaguars. Second free throw is up. And it falls in. And the big man is back. Denton entering the contest. Saw him in the first half. A lot of big muscular guys on this Jaguar team. Burley, that's a 3. It's off. And a big rebound there by Maloney. And we could be close to a 10-second here. Timeout is called. And we will go to a local spot at this time. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back. All right, and we're back. Big crowd here tonight. It's always great to see. Normally I say front row seats available. I don't know about tonight. But we certainly invite you if you are, if you're watching at home, which a lot of you probably are if you're listening to me, I suppose. We invite you to come here on Monday, the 21st. Medford's in town. That will be the last Bulldog boys basketball game before the Christmas holiday, before the new year. Ooh, and what's the call? It's going to be a foul. Hammond wanted the jump ball, didn't get it. Walter at the line, looking to get the lead back to double digits. It's in. And Jackson Maloney re-enters the contest in favor of Mason Maloney. And Willie heading back to the sideline in favor of James Shrunk entering the contest, the 5'10" sophomore. He's making his first appearance of the night. Number 5, James Shrunk. Second free throw is in for Walter. That was the first foul on Janicki, for the record. Moving it around. Oh, and he just stole that one. Looked like a Spider-Man grab. But it's stolen on the way back by the JWP Bulldogs. And it's going to stay with the Bulldogs. Janicki lost the handle on the way up, but it grazed a Jaguars defender or two before it landed out of bounds. Sack will inbound for the Bulldogs. Sack to Sack. Nice fake, puts it up for two. It's off. Big rebound by Quast, and he puts it up and in for two. Good putback. And that was Shrunk with the ball. To Denton. A little wild off the backboard, but it's put right back by Walter. Jeremiah Sack for three. It's long. Shrunk the rebound. Gets stolen from him. To Janicki. Sack the floater. It's off. Gets his own rebound and puts it right back. Great second effort there by Brandon Sack. Timeout is called by the Bulldogs. (54-45). All right, we'll leave it here. Monday, December 21st, Medford coming to town, 7:30 tip time. We'd love to see you all there. Tuesday, the 22nd, which is the final Bulldog game before Christmas break. The girls are playing Tri-City United, the old Montgomery Lonsdale Center schools, consolidated to one. And that's ugly Christmas sweater night. I invite you to be here for both those contests. I'd also like to say hello to John and Annette in Lakeville. You know they're watching. These NFHS broadcasts being picked up, very popular. A lot of people in the conference watching it. Oh, and I think Schulstead, and that's a three. It's off. Angle the rebound. And we're encroaching the 10-minute mark to go in this second half. Angle, boy, he's so tough down low. He knows right where to move. And he's proud of himself, too. Every time he makes a basket, he's bobbing his head with in approval, heading back the other way. Scholstedt, and he's like, and that's not good. And let's get the camera on it. Yeah. There we go. If you didn't see it, what happened is, and there's a good show of sportsmanship there by both players. After Scholstedt's basket, his arm got tangled with Schoen's, and Scholstedt gave him a shove. And Scholstedt, he's very lucky. Another technical wasn't called. And things getting a little chippy out there right now. The emotions running on high. We've already seen one technical tonight. We don't need to see another. And Schoen heading out as well. So both the aggressors are heading out to the bench right now to maybe cool off a bit. And that's Jeremiah Sack. Janicki for three, and he hits. 50-56. Jaguars in the lead by 6. Oh, and Trunk hits the deck. He gets stolen by King to Janicki, and they're heading the other way. Another three for Sack. It's off. Rebound Wolter. Whoa, and he's fouled on the way up. And Wolter will head to the line for two. 9:02 to go in this second half. 56-50. Grenada, Huntley, East Shane, Truman, Martin Luther. Rattles in. And here comes the second for Wolter. He's had a good night so far. He kind of has a quick free throw. He doesn't arc it much. Straight as a bullet, but it worked. He got both. Kickball by Balcom. It'll stay with the Bulldogs. They will have to inbound it, though. Sometimes that's easier said than done. Janicki up top. Nice pass to Quast that he finishes. Quast having a nice night so far. I think that's 6 points. And traveling is the call, and the Bulldog fans really getting into this one. It's only a 6-point game. And Eustace, Miller, Scholstedt, Burley, and Gannon all re-enter. A fresh 5 for the Bulldogs. And that's a 3. Stolen away by Wolter. And boy, a lot of things could have been called there. I thought Wolter might have slipped maybe just a bit, maybe drug the foot, but the referee says that it was a good basket. No. Maybe no basket. Let's see what. No basket. Balcom will inbound. Foul was on Miller. That's his third. And there's Angle. He doesn't pass those up much. And it's going to stay with the Jaguars. And that's Wolter. It was blocked. And Miller the other end. And it's a 2-on-1. And he takes the charge to Scholstedt. Kind of a awkward approach there. by Showen. And Balcom calling for calmness on the court for the Jaguars. And a timeout will be called by Coach Borkenhagen. And with 7:52 to go left in the game, the Bulldog fans are getting into it. Once again, our student section in full force. Another reason for the big crowd tonight is there's no girls' game tonight. Or was there? There might have been. I'm looking to see if I recognize any of the girls out there, and no, I see Kaylee Anderson and Jill Wolf in the front row, so there must not have been a girls' game tonight. So that's another reason for the big crowd. It's not split. So this one could go either way. I would say the momentum is with the Bulldogs right now as the song plays in the background. Kind of good segue there. Boy, you can hear the reverberations you can feel the reverberations from this song. And I don't know what's going on here. There's a little bit of a holdup. And it's settled, and Miller gets it into Burley. And there was a substitution mistake by the Bulldogs that they had to correct quickly. To Burley, back to Miller. Nice inside drive, nice pass. It's off. King can't put it in, it's off the shoe. And jump ball is called. And possession arrow favors, it's going to go to the Jaguars. And now the subs come in. Quast, Sack, and Janicki entering. Scholstead will stay in. And gets it in, or gets it past midcourt. And Janicki the steal. Yeah, and it was kind of it looked like Showen was falling down before there was any contact. And he gets the foul. Janicki will head to the line for two. 7:17 to go in this second half. And in the JV action tonight, it was 28-28, and and a lane violation, so no basket. Now, in that JV game, it was 28-28. Bulldogs hit a three-pointer to tie it up with 7 seconds to go. Jaguars went on the other end and hit a three-pointer to win the game. So we've certainly had some close calls here and close games. And Angle puts it up for two. He doesn't miss those. Janicki gets the pass down low to Scholstead. Doesn't fall. Rebound Jaguars, and they're heading the other way as Balcom. 60-55, 6:37 to go, second half. Fresh five coming in for the Bulldogs. Overhead pass to Wolter. He draws the contact. I believe the foul will be on Quast. That is on Quast. It is his second. Free throw up. Fresh five enters. The free throw is good. Second one on its way. King and Burley positioned down low for the rebound. Miller and Eustace also there with Gannon in the back. Free throw is up for Wolter, and it rattles out. King gets the rebound. Over to Miller. Miller driving it down, gets it to Gannon, back to Miller. 3-2 zone defense still being used by the Jaguars. Over to Burley. Gannon, nice move. Gets it over. Puts it up and in. And it's a 6-point game again, 63-57. Every time the Bulldogs get close, that's going to be a foul on Maloney. Jackson Maloney, number 23. Every time the Bulldogs get close, the Jaguars get a couple buckets and get it back up to about 6-8 points. 5:47 to go. Burley will be at the line. First half of the 1-on-1 is good. He'll get a second half. That was the 7th team foul on the Jaguars. And Burley's second one is up. And someone keeps making dolphin noises when the Jaguars shoot. And it's a Jaguar, or it's a Bulldog fan. So I don't know why. Oh, goodness sakes. You could hear that all the way up here at the booth. So, anywho, I feel like I'm at a marina. And the nice put in for Schoen. And up to a 7-point game. Miller across center court. To Eustace. Over to Gannon. Gannon finds Burley. Burley, the baseline drive, contested. Long two is off. Rebound, Eustace. Nice left-handed put in. And the crowd goes wild. He's very popular with the student section. He and Janicki split time at quarterback this past year for the Bulldog football team. They get it in. Oh, and Angle's right there. And, oh, I don't know. There was a little contact from behind by Quast, but there was enough to get the call. Basket is good, and Angle will head to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. 67-60 with 4:48 is their score. Free throw is up, and Angle plops it out. Rebound, Schulstead, stolen away by the Jaguars, though. And that's Schoen with a nice fake. And timeout is called by Coach Ted Hammond. And we will go to a spot. We'll see you. All right. Okay. And I was, during the timeout, at the booth here, it was noted to me that the dolphin noises, there's a group of about 9 or 10 Jaguar fans sitting in the JWP student section, and they were the ones behind the dolphin noises. I mean, I know we got a guy on the Jaguars with the last name of Willie. I didn't know it was Free Willy the movie tonight, but oh, I thought Schulstead had a travel there. I thought he moved too much, but not the call. Sack gets it over to Sack. Fancy layup, and it goes in. 69-62 Jaguars. Less than 4 minutes to go in the second half. Over to Balcom. Schoen Finds Maloney. Maloney, uncontested 2 goes in. 71-62 Jaguars. Janicki heading the other way. Jeremiah Sack finds Scholstead. It's off. Rebound, Jaguars. On the other way, it's Engel. Oh, and he's happy with you. You can see every time he makes a basket, he gets fired up. And timeout again by the Bulldogs. 3:19 to go. We'll leave this one here. Once again, we want to remind you, Monday the 21st, Medford's coming to town. 7:30 tip time. We hope to see you all here. And then Tuesday, December 22nd, the JWP girls are in action against Tri-City United, the old Montgomery, Lonsdale, La Center High Schools, consolidated as one. And Tuesday, the 22nd, is Ugly Christmas Sweater Night. So please wear your most ugly, the most hideous, the worst that you can find. Wear it Tuesday night. Boy, well, it's back up to an 11-point game, so it's really, the momentum was partially in the favor of the Bulldogs. It certainly has swung back to the Jaguars. Once again, the Jaguars, not Montgomery, Lonsdale, the Jaguars, Martin Luther, Truman, Grenada, Huntley, East Chain. So I'm sure the entire diameter of their, or circumference of their area would be quite great if you connected all the dots on the map, but you know, small schools sometimes have to do that to field a team, and they're a good team at that. Only 2 losses on the season. The Jaguars had a very impressive victory over Loyola earlier this week. At Mankato Loyola, I believe. Janicki, it's off. Rebound Engel. And he gets it to Maloney. Oh, excuse me, that was Showen, number 21. That's the Wolter. And it's off. Engel gets the rebound. And he's not going to miss those. Boy, he gobbles up rebounds like Pac-Man. And it's stolen away by Wolter. Back to Wolter. Oh, and he was sleeping on it, and Sack gets the steal. And he draws the foul. And boy, Showen was snoozing there. And Sack gave him the rude awakening and stole it. King and Burley entering the contest for the Bulldogs. 2:12 to go, 75-64 Jaguars. Bulldogs are going to have to make one final run to close the gap in this one. They can start with this free throw. It's off. And, I don't know who. Oh. And King tried to save it. He thought it was out, and he threw the ball right in the face of Maloney, and Maloney didn't like it, and King said, hey, I didn't mean anything by it. So both teams kind of a little chippy with each other. But there has also been some good sportsmanship, too. Oh, and it's a foul on Sack. Oh, boy, and Maloney, number 23, still barking at King at the other end. And he's heading to the line. You know, these teams have seen each other already twice. Jaguars had an 83-79 victory at the season opener. This would be a nice conference victory for the Jaguars. Free throw is up. Rebound King. Whoa, and there we go. That's a 3. And that's Walter. Gannon providing the defense to Willie. Willie to Walter. 1:33 to go, 75-67 Jaguars. Some fans calling for a little more defensive pressure. Walter, the baseline drive, puts it up for 2. Back up to a double-digit game. Janicki with the ball. Gannon thought about it. Stolen away. No, it's not. Foul is called on Willie. Was that you? .109 to go in the second half. 9th team foul by the Jaguars. Sack will shoot a 1-and-1. First one's up. It's in. Back to single digits. 77-68, 9-point game. 1:09 to go. Second free throw up. And who's it? And it's rebounded by Engel. And we're at 1:04 to go. And that's going to be a foul by Sack. Try to get the steal. Burley re-enters the contest in favor of Jeremiah Sack. Foul was on Gannon, that's his second. Belcom at the line, nothing but net on the free throw. Second free throw's up, it's out. Rebound Janicki. Gets it to Gannon. Gannon, the underhook pass. Nice left-handed layup there by Burley. The press. Foul. And there's a lot of trash talk on the court tonight, unfortunately. You can see it from both squads. But there has been some good sportsmanship too, so a little bit of both tonight. Free throws up and in. Second free throw's up. And it's up and in. King gets it. Down to an 8-point game with 40.5 to go. It's not over. Walter re-enters the contest for the Jaguars in favor of Willie. And Walker Miller in favor of Gannon. Free throws up. It's in. Down to a 7-point game. Oh, Janicki tried to spin out of the screen. Engel puts it up. He's fouled. He doesn't get the basket this time, but he'll get to go to the line for 2. 10th team foul by the Bulldogs. It was a shooting foul regardless. Free throw up. It's in. And Gannon will re-enter the contest in favor of King. And Second one is in as well. 9-point game, 34.7. Shrunk has entered the contest for the Jaguars. He's making his second appearance. For three, it's off. Angle the rebound. And that's going to be a foul by Brandon Sack. And that will send Maloney back to the line. Free throw by Maloney is up. It's off. Gannon with the ball. For three, it's off. And no foul. And that will close this night's contest. And the Jaguars will come away with an 83-73 victory. And that does it. The Jaguars improved to 6 victories on the season. And the Bulldogs go down to 1-7 on the year. You know, the Jaguars, their post play really was effective tonight. They did a great job, especially Angle down low. He had a lot of putbacks. And so they go 2-0 on the year to the Jaguars against the Bulldogs. We'd like to invite you Monday night, Medford, December 21st. They're coming to town. And then Tuesday night, it's ugly Christmas sweater night. The girls are in action against Tri-City United. And those will be the final 2 games before the Christmas holiday. This has been Jace Emery with another NFHS broadcast. We will see you on Monday night. Have a great weekend.